Magdalene's Blog 16. Casper came in, bearing gifts. He presented some bracelets he had bought, 2 to the priestesses and 1 to Sarita, before realizing that I was there and he had not included me. He seemed genuinely distressed and wanted to give me something of his own, but I declined, smiling as encouragingly as I could. He had a handsome face with a bronzed complexion, slightly lighter than Sarita's own. His manners were very courteous, and he asked whether he could talk a while with Sarita. The priestesses said he could, but that they must stay within the bounds of the court of the fountain. I did not know what the customs were for this situation. Clearly Casper had more than just a passing fancy for Sarita. He was serious in his attentions, whatever they might be. Later, when we got back to our own temple, she told me all about their conversation and how stricken he appeared to be. She also said that she really liked him and had noticed him more than a little at the autumn festival, as he had her and her dancing. "You've kept very quiet about him then," I said. "I thought you were about to embark on quite a different path. You know, to help every man who came your way." "Maddie, you are terrible," she retorted. She was the only person that didn't call me just Magdalene. "If the goddess wishes that I serve her with this man, then that will be the path that I embrace. If not, then I won't." I gave her a hug and told her how jealous I was. Casper seemed to be really nice, though not my sort at all, I added, as she looked at me from behind her defiant lashes. She laughed and hugged me back. I think she was almost frightened to dare believe something could come from it. But something did, for he approached Bilal and declared his wish to take Sarita for his bride. Casper was a younger son from a noble family, and for them to know that the girl he had fallen for was a virgin, promised to the goddess but not yet consecrated, made the possibility of the match acceptable. Belle was wise to all the business angles, and she made much of the loss to the temple this would mean, of a dancer that they had not seen the equal of in many years. Negotiations continued, and within a couple of weeks the price of compensation was settled. The release of Sarita to become Casper's bride was agreed. Emotions warred in me, for though I was happy for Sarita, as she seemed so pleased herself, I was really sad to be losing my best friend at this time of severest trial. "You shall all come and visit me," she told us, as we helped with planning her part in the wedding. Ayala was pleased, because Helen was now rejoining us in our acceptance group. Helen was paired with Carmel, and Ayala was working with me, and Sarita too for a while. "What? We could all come and entertain your husband?" jibed Ayala, and Sarita punched her arm. "No, you shall not." And she paused. "At least not until I am very bored with him." And we all laughed.